John Madden.
R.I.P. brother.
I guess.
Wait, what did he do? He gave you some bad plays when you asked him.
Yeah, you get the recommends. They're always fucking subpar plays.
That's right. That was Madden 11 or 12.
I think all of them have the Madden recommended plays, but I don't know, he was like a really right-wing guy, wasn't he? I can't be bothered to look him up. Fuck him. Man, looks like a potato.
Hey, he's the greatest living American and Australian, man.
He's okay.
Is he Australian?
No.
No, definitely not. And the fact that you said that...
Why would you say that? I don't know anything about John Madden.
Because I tricked you.
Alright, let's try it one more time.
But like, I've never heard, like, get on the tools.
Yeah, beat the fuck out of your dad. Yeah.
Fix your shit, bitch.
I don't know, were they? Were they just Germans or were they Nazis?
I don't know what I'm saying. ASMR, like reading sounds. Yes.
I wonder what the sex is like. Do you think it's like, angry?
Wow, dude.
Not even looking at the kid.
I don't know, man. There's something off about him.
Why can't people just be normal and just fucking beat off in private?
So unprofessional.
What the fuck? Get on the tools. Yeah, you did.
Nice.
You got me.
He's got bamboo, bro. He's got full...
I was going to say before, it was like, Happy New Year, guys.
Oh, Happy New Year, yes. Good to be back.
Oh,
on the
yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm glad to be here. It's been a while since we got on the tools, actually. It's been a few weeks.
We definitely weren't literally on the tools together, IRL.
We weren't just doing copious amounts of MDMA together.
Now we're confessing. Ironic confessions aside, that was good times. And we didn't get to do an ep like face to face. Although I don't know how we would have. We don't have any sound mixing equipment.
I told you we do a silent. We should have just live recorded it on like someone's camera. Just live streamed it.
That's true. Someone should have just filmed us while we were absolutely peak.
Weren't we like scheming about this at the peak? I mean, this is obviously
at the snowy mountain
made
peak.
up.
Sure, it's all fiction. This is just for entertainment purposes. No one ever took any illegal drugs.
We don't condone drug use at all.
It was when we were hypothetically could have been cutting shapes, and
I remember. Yes, I remember that hypothetically.
Banned from the playing music.
Yeah.
And 50s in the club was popping off again and again and again, and it still slaps. Okay? It still slaps after all this time.
I didn't care. It was just
10 times in a row, back to back, son. I'd still get down.
Who did we find out? Let's not go down this road by talking about people that. Yeah.
No, I don't.
But just quickly, did we find out who it was, or we have our suspicions though?
Who was putting on 50 the whole time? No, that was just a computer error. So it was like, I don't know why, but every time the queue ran out on the computer, it would just be like, I guess 50 again. No one gave me orders, so my standing order is just to play 50 Cent again. Unless someone tells me to do something different, which is a great default for a computer to, I think that should be the default for every computer everywhere.
What's terrifying that the AI is just automatically going to 50. It's good.
I don't know about automatically. I'm sure someone gave it that command.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know if that's terrifying either. I think that's a nice prospect to look at. In the
how
club is the universal national anthem.
The universal national anthem, so the universe anthem.
Yeah, like as in when the AI takes over the entire world. Yeah, that's what I mean. When we're doing intergalactic Star Wars Olympics and all the different planets come for the Olympics, our planet anthem is going to be in the club. Is it in the club? Yeah.
Our athletes marching out with Earth's flag.
That's awesome.
It's still gonna have 50 hanging, it's gonna be 50's corpse, and it's gonna be hanging upside down, being brought out.
Bones in 0G, just preserved.
No, it's gonna be he won't be dead. It's gonna be robot 50.
No, it's gonna be taxidermied. Actually, robot 50's way better.
Clone 50.
Robot 50. Yeah. Like Terminator.
Hydraulic sit-ups.
Yeah, exactly right.
How impressive that is, but
and robotic Eminem, WD-40s. He's like when he starts to squeak, That
was a good one. I love that one. Robotic Eminem, WD-40s him when he starts to squeak. Beautiful stuff. What did you do for our Christmases? Were you guys get anything funky happening? Nate?
I
had traveling or are you staying?
Am I traveling now?
Were you traveling or you
I'm on the road.
You touring?
Yeah. No, I was in the Blue Mountains.
Oh, hell
and it was it was fucking hot. It was like 40 degrees.
It's a hot part of the country, yeah.
Yeah, for like majority of the time I was there. So
visiting the fam, or what were you doing up there?
I was with my sister. Yeah, my sister lives there, so I was down there that way.
Right.
And then spent a couple of days there. Got a food bug from my niece. A food bug.
Salmonella.
Yeah, something like that. Not from my niece. I mean, I did get it from my niece. No, it wasn't a food bug. It was a stomach bug, is what I meant to say.
Right.
Recording this at a late hour of the night, by the way.
Yes, so it is. It is nearly midnight, the witching hour, which I believe is not midnight. But US, were you sticking around? Hanging around?
The night of the, what did they say in House of the night of the
3
hour of the wolf, hour of the bat. Can't remember.
I don't know what reference you're trying to make.
I have no idea.
It's like a Game of Thrones reference. It's like when they're like out of bed at like
the Ravens hour.
I was the hour of robotic fitty. Obviously, I was just home and played a pretty wholesome Christmas actually. It wasn't anything exciting happened. Just ate a lot of food. Your very atypical sort of
stuff. No, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's good. I went up to see the fam. It was like 12-hour drive.
What did you get up to?
No, nothing. It's absolutely man. It's interesting if you go to that part of the country, and it's a part of the country that you forget exists. This old, just like everything is rusty tin sheds, and everyone just like doesn't have a smartphone. It's just wild. It's a part of the country that you thought stopped existing in 1998. It's still there, and they just won't change, and they just won't do anything new. And I was running out of fuel. I was driving between these two small country towns. I was running out of fuel, so I thought, oh fuck, it was Boxing Day. Everything's fucking shut. Ghost towns is, every single town I go through, ghost town. Not going to make it to where I'm going, you know what I mean? So I need to get some fuel. And I see this little fuel station, and it has a machine that says you can pay on the machine. And I go, oh, yes, like, thank God, thank Christ. So I pull into this little service station. No one working there, just the automatic machine. I go up, I pay for the fuel before I get the pump out. I go over to the pump, and the nozzle's too big because the car takes diesel. Too big to fit in my fucking car, so I cannot get any. There's just diesel pooling at my feet and around my car, right? Because I can't get the fucking nozzle in.
So match.
And just been done with it. Sure, I'm getting insurance money. No, I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. I'm just in hillbilly town. But I go up, I'm just like, okay, I need to drive more, I guess, because this is just not working. I tried to get a bottle and put it in nothing, right? And then I see these two RVs that are parked there. And I go, okay, one of these guys will have a funnel or a fucking jerry can that I can transfer the fuel into. So I jog over and I'm just like, hey fella, sorry to interrupt or whatever. And then this old guy tries to sell me a jerry can, and he won't let me use it for free. He's trying to sell it to me for cash. I mean, what a scumbag! That's not the spirit of. Whatever the spirit of Christmas is, that man had the opposite of it.
Yeah, man, guy hates Jesus.
I was just more expecting him to be like, back the way you came, boy.
Yeah,
give me your money too.
Go wander in them woods, boy. Sure. They already have those people in Australia. We consider those people the best people.
We probably do.
Sure, but they're not.
Wait, so how much was he asking for?
He had a small one. He eventually was just like, you can have this small one which you'll have to wash out for $30, or the big one which was new for $75, and that's no way it cost him that much.
Jesus Christ.
He was gouging me for the cash. I know, it's absolutely absurd.
Was it one of those old tin ones as well?
No, it was a plastic one. A couple of plastic ones. Yeah. But then this other guy was like, that guy's a lunatic. I'll just give you a small piece of hose and a rag.
Oh, really?
Yep. Made me a homemade funnel for free. So shouts out to that guy, and shouts in to the other fucking Scrooge scumbag who tried to sell me a jerry can on Boxing Day.
Was he could he describe this man to us?
He was pretty typical. He was a big guy. He was like a little bit taller than me. I'm a tall guy. And he was really broad and brawny. He wasn't brawny. He was just like fat old man. But he used to be, you know what I mean? Okay, he used to be a big fella, but now he's just like this old man. Yeah. The kind of guy that he wouldn't do any damage, but you could hit him as much as you like and he would never go down. You know what I mean? Not a Jack Reacher type, but a fat old man.
A Joe Reacher.
Jimmy Reach. kind of guy.
That's Jack Reacher's brother. Actually,
oh yeah,
his name's Joe Reacher.
Joe Reacher.
Jack Reacher has 0 brain cells too. Anyway,
he's actually
smart. Yeah, he's like Batman. I think
he was in the military police. Okay, he was a detective for the military police.
Do they have detectives?
Well, I heard he had Down syndrome, so
Jesus Christ.
I'm very tired.
Extra chromosomes, brother.
Okay, we're all tired. We're all tired. Fucking hell. The other thing that I did go to the zoo in Dubbo. I stopped over there on my way back through, and I love Taronga Western Plains Zoo. Shout out to those guys. They really run a good operation there. They have fantastic habitat. They treat the animals very well, which is important to me.
What's your favourite animal that you...
greater one-horned rhino. Easy. I love rhinos. And this guy was like getting in and out of the water and like splashing around. It was fantastic. Lions are a highlight. I also like the hippos too.
Have you guys seen the video of that dog getting spooked by the rhino? It's pretty funny.
No.
Just this rhino just sneaks up on this dog. He's just having a nap in the street. And it
in Africa?
Yeah, and it scares the shit out of him. And it just like runs away. It's a very funny video. You should check it out. Just rhino scares dog.
Rhino scares dog?
I don't know.
Oh,
rhino scares dog.
You see it.
So I saw it on Reddit, I think. Yeah.
Oh, still hitting it. Here we go.
Public freakouts. Yeah. That was in public freakouts.
Oh, what is going on here?
So the rhino goes right up to the dog, like the dog is asleep on the road, and the rhino goes right up to him.
It's kind of just checking, make sure he's okay. Dog overreacts, I think.
I guess that wasn't funny, by the way, at all. Maybe it needs sound or something, but it's interesting, but it's not funny.
It's funny, maybe. Yeah. It's like
the dog is just like scared.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have sound on, but it didn't knock my socks off.
It's just funny how the dog it takes a moment to process things. So it kind of looks at the rhino, realizes it's staring at a giant animal, and then just freaks the fuck out. That's what's funny to me.
I suppose. Yeah. How would you feel if you woke up next to a whale?
True. I don't think I'd freak out. I think I'd be more like, how the fuck did this get into this room? Like, how did it get into my room? Who put this whale here?
Well, I also saw Avatar:
prank.
The Way of Water as well. I watched that one. I was watching in 3D.
That had a lot of whales in it.
It had whale. It had toucan in it, which sounds like a fun racial slur that you could say.
Toucan. It does.
But it's actually the name of a very intelligent whale-like species on Pandora or whatever they call it. I can't remember what they call the planet.
Unobtainium.
No, they have a more valuable substance than unobtainium for some reason.
Oh, is it?
Whoa.
Oh, you guys haven't seen it?
Unobtainium?
It's super unobtainium. No, it's just, I don't know why, but they're just like, yeah, we have a even more valuable substance than unobtainium at one point, which is just ridiculous.
It's called canogitium.
It's not. But that would be funny, but it's not a comedy.
Not for your handsium.
Hands offium, yeah.
Hands offium, yeah.
I know Jimmy Cameron said I wasn't allowed to say this, but it's too long. It's like 4 hours nearly. It's just
you're not allowed to say it. Why would you say it then? James Cameron says you can't say something.
You can't say that. Well, fuck you, James Cameron. I'm rebelling.
James Cameron.
Rebelling like a Navi.
I think he's probably my favourite director.
Really? Really?
What?
Yeah.
Jimmy Cameron.
That's surprising.
He's got some good ones. Because you love Terminator.
Yeah,
right?
Terminator 1, 2, Aliens, True Lies.
He did True Lies?
Yeah, True Lies.
He does a lot of action films, but he has this rep as this like romantic director almost, this drama director. Because Titanic's his big one, and few of his flagship films are those sorts of vibes. But he does a lot of just saucy action films.
The Terminator was that was a love stories too. You know?
Yes, a boy in his
and so True Lies.
Yeah, baby, do it, damn it.
So True Lies.
I can't remember what happened in True Lies. I just remember, is that the one where Arnold Schwarzenegger has the tape recorder and he's playing the voice to Jamie Lee Curtis in the dark?
Yeah.
That's a funny scene. What a ridiculous scene. I can't believe James Cameron, who directed that scene, is your favourite director of all time.
That's a classic scene though. Okay? Cinematography is on point. Jamie Lee Curtis's butt is impeccable. It couldn't have gotten any better. Tell you.
I don't know. Wes, what do you think about Jamie Lee Curtis? Because I always wish-wash on her, whether or not I like her. Sometimes I think she's a good actress. Sometimes I think she's beautiful. Sometimes I don't. You know what I mean? I go back and forth, I fight myself. It's my inner conflict is sort of fueled by Jamie Lee Curtis.
So what you're saying is like it's a direction you get, but you don't like it.
No, sometimes it's not at all. You know, so it's I don't know. Sometimes it's very inconsistent.
Rock hard, and then sometimes he's got a vagina.
Man, yeah.
Well, anyway, what's your view, Wes? Because I think you might tie break on this one.
Of Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis, yeah.
I'm just trying to look at some of the movies that she's been in.
She was in Halloween. That was a
Freaky Friday.
She was like the original Scream Queen sort of thing. Freaky Friday, yeah. True Lies. True Lies, probably her best one.
Really, True Lies is Jamie Lee Curtis's best film. That's a
great.
Unpopular opinion.
That's not.
My opinion is that I don't have an opinion of this person.
Fair enough.
Riveting.
I think the Coen Brothers are my favorite directors. OAT, honestly.
That's fair. They're pretty good.
Mm-hmm. They're pretty mainstream. Wes?
I like Spielberger.
Oh, yeah?
Spielberger.
Non-union Mexican counterpart. I was going to say him, but he's got some ones I don't like. I don't like E.T. I don't like Indiana Jones. Don't really like Jurassic Park.
What? Whoa. Indiana Jones.
I hate
what?
Jaws. Jaws fucking sucks.
Saying a lot of...
Yes, Indiana Jones is easily the worst of all those.
You died. Yeah, that's...
You son of a bitch.
You've angered all 6 of our fucking fans, man. They're gonna come to your house and fucking...
So does that mean you're not keen...
It's just gonna be like that South Park joke where Spielberg is like, and George Lucas, you're gonna be the stormtrooper.
They're fucking me, right? Yeah,
yeah, that's gonna be you, pal.
So I guess
I'm glad that we're just leaning on other people's.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yes.
Schindler's List, very happy movie.
See, I like Schindler's List. Saving Private Ryan is one of my favorite films of all time. It is fantastic, fantastic.
What about E.T.?
No, I do not like E.T. I didn't like it as a kid. I don't like it as an adult.
He made Ready Player One.
Yeah,
he directed Ready Player.
That's disappointing.
But
so Jaws is pretty good.
He also did Minority Report, which is pretty damn good.
Minority Report's pretty good.
And also War of the Worlds, which the remake was also pretty good.
That was garbage.
That was garbage.
Well, I watched Jurassic, Lost World, Jurassic Park, or whatever it's called, like the second Jurassic Park movie that they made.
Yeah.
Where Jeff Goldblum has to go back to the island, and it's just them lurching from one like weird conceit after another, just these contrived scenarios where dinosaurs kill people like after another. Like they're walking through a cornfield at one point, you know what I mean? Neck high corn or whatever.
So is it just like a dinosaur slasher movie? Kind of,
but it's not. It doesn't do typical slasher. It does action stuff. And Spielberg always does this thing. He doesn't do it in Saving Private Ryan, luckily. But he does this thing where everybody has guns, but nobody uses the guns. The guns don't do anything. There's just no gun. There's a scene in that film, in the second Jurassic Park, where this like hippie played by Vince Vaughn, who's meant to kind of be this Greenpeace guy, he steals 2 shotgun shells from this guy's shotgun.
Yeah.
He's got a double-barrel shotgun. He steals the shotgun shells from him, and he's about to shoot a dinosaur, and the shotgun doesn't go off. But the dinosaur's not like running at him or anything. So he has time to like look and then be like, oh, that bastard Vince Vaughn, he stole... You don't have more shells, you'd have pockets full of them. He's like a professional hunter. He's like the main antagonist of the movie. And he'd just go, oh, these shells don't have the cartridges. And he'd just like pop them out and and then shoot the dinosaur. But he doesn't. He's like, no.
Maybe
he runs away. Oh, his last 2. They were his first 2 as well. He should have had more than one clip.
He just He's only expected to kill 2 dinosaurs. He's like, that's all I need, yeah.
One shot, one kill. He was like showing off in a bar before he left. He was just like, hey, let me take this sack of shotgun bullets.
Yeah. Well, he was talking to a girl at a bar, and she was like, I bet you can only kill 2 dinosaurs on your whole trip, and if you only kill them with 2 shotgun shells, then you get to eat this pussy. And he's like, yeah, okay, I'll be back for this. And that's what's happened. That's what happened.
Give us a Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
Does Vince Vaughn have a distinct enough voice?
He does, though. He really does.
That's true. He does actually.
He has a very.
Yeah.
It's if you go like from Vince Vaughn between like 2000s to like maybe
mid Brawl and Cell Block 99. Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, but that's when it cuts off. That's when.
Oh really? Okay. When he starts doing a southern accent in every film.
Yeah, exactly. I
was trying to think of like wedding crashes of like quotes.
It's like wow. Yeah.
Is that you trying to do?
Yeah, when he's like, because he takes a little while to say things. So he's like, wow. Like,
what do you think of Owen Wilson?
No, that's
wow.
Trying to go loco.
Is that a Vince Vaughn or is that?
That's an Owen Wilson.
Okay.
I need to rewatch Zoolander.
Who can you
I've
do?
seen so many clips of it.
Who can you do, Wes? What's your best impression?
Putting me on the spot here, man.
You asked Nate to do a Vince Vaughn out of nowhere.
give me a name. Give me a name.
Do Chris
let's
Rock.
go. Yeah, Chris Rock. That's actually probably an easy one.
Right, Chris Rock.
Without being racist.
Well, that's difficult.
Why he's so far away?
He's leaning back to think about it.
Sorry. No, yeah, I'm thinking. Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me.
Noise.
That's pretty good.
I like that one, and actually, I appreciate your willingness to try. Because Nate didn't even try Vince Vaughn.
Wait, no. I was going to say, Vince Vaughn. I did the wow, like, you know. But I did show you this already in person, but I have been practicing my Dennis Reynolds.
Yeah,
screams.
Screams.
But anyone can do that, though. Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's hard. Actually, you do one.
Idiots, savages, idiots.
See, you're too high in the throat. See, I'll do the
Shut this big gun.
See?
Yeah,
no. See, you were too high there. No, you're too high pitched there as well, man.
Nah, man.
Well, how about a Charlie Day? You got a Charlie Day for us, Wes?
Yeah, you go.
Carol. I got down to HR. That's
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Come on, Mateo.
All right.
What do you got?
Yeah. All right, can I just do the same one? Or do I have to pick up a different line?
Do whatever you want, man.
All right. Carol! It's too high.
Dennis, show me.
That was pretty good, actually. What is going on up here?
I never know, man. All right, we're just going to start quoting Always Sunny now. We need to stop this right this minute. Otherwise, it's never going to end. Wait. Me and Wes have been doing heaps of impressions. What about you?
I'm more of a host of the impression show.
No. This time's the host's turn. That's the latest segment of this show. So.
All right, give us I know you. All right, give us Sean Connery.
Yeah,
when have I ever done Sean Connery? What the fuck? There can be only one.
We just know it's there.
Sometimes you have to slap a woman to put her in her place. Well, okay, but I've never done that before. It's not in my repertoire.
You knew the
14 no's and a yes means yes.
Family Guy. I'm looking up the whole script to Dodgeball right now, but it doesn't tell me whose line is who, so I have to try to find out which. I'm trying to figure out which ones are Vince Vaughn lines, which ones are Ben Stiller's lines.
All right, Don. Okay. This is an easy one for you. Give us a.
Then, he who finds the Holy Grail must face 3 challenges. First is the path of God. Only the penitent man shall pass. Second is the word of God. Only in the footsteps of God shall he proceed. Third is the breath of God. Only a leap from the lion's head shall he produce.
That's a pretty good Patrick Stewart, man.
That's my impression of Sean Connery.
Yeah, and it's a pretty good Patrick Stewart.
Hell yeah. Better. Alright, what were you going to say?
Oh, no, I just... the moment's gone now, man. That's fine.
I can
bring it back.
No, it's gone.
I was going to say... I was going to get Dom to do a Adam Sandler, but... You know.
And that's basically all his movies from 1990 until 2008.
That's pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty
big for an old
fan.
Though you missed a big one, which is that's my boy.
Best movie of all time.
Who directed that one? That must be your favorite director, surely.
Oh, that was
Sean. What's his name? Shit. No, I'm pretty sure he'd also directed Horrible Bosses 2, and then this movie with Mark Wahlberg and Rose Byrne, where they instant family. I'm Pretty sure Sean Anders. I'm pretty sure it is.
Right. All-time classic director Sean Anders. Do people like Mark Wahlberg still? It's so weird that he gets a pass on all the weird shit that he does.
Oh, no. I don't think it was Sean Anders. Oh, yeah, it was Sean Anders. Boom. There you go. Bus 2. Daddy's Home 2. We're the Millers. Instant Family. Hot Tub Time Machine.
Well, unpopular opinion, I don't think Mark Wahlberg is or ever was an attractive man at all.
Hey,
yeah, that is an unpopular opinion.
You need to calm down. Okay. Cool your jets there, Sonny Jim.
Cool your jets, big man.
Everyone loved it. It's the Boston accent. It was the
Boston
and the muss.
The muss. Sure,
yeah,
I'm not saying he doesn't have a good body. Sure. But his face, it's just, no, I don't like it. It does nothing for me. It looks weird. All his facial features look disjointed and disconnected from his face. But that's a medical problem.
You're crazy.
You're crazy, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone. I think everyone thinks that Mark Wahlberg's daddy. Really?
No,
everyone.
I don't think the Vietnamese community thinks that.
No, I think he's paid his dues about that, man. I think he's welcome to Vietnam.
It's time to let it go.
Well, I believe the Bible that he loves so much says an eye for an eye. So until Mark Wahlberg starts rocking an eye patch, I don't think he's forgiven. That's all.
I think he's made some substantial donations to Vietnam, man. Especially in the Vietnam War, too. So, did you think of that?
Yeah.
Didn't.
Over there.
yeah.
I think Mark Wahlberg was alive then, was he?
Right.
If he was a child.
No.
He would have been alive. He would have been a child.
Right. Tell me if you don't think this Mark Wahlberg is like...
For God's sake. Just do it. Just send it. Just post it.
I gotta find
he's gotta find it. Don't lead into it then if you haven't found
it. I think I already know what this is.
What is it?
There we go. It's beautiful. If you don't find this beautiful,
I'll see.
Then I've lost all faith in you. Dumb. Look at that.
Okay.
This
makes me realise that I also don't think Jennifer Aniston is that attractive either.
Oh no, that's crazy. That's crazy.
In the face.
In the face.
I'll tell you who is attractive. Whoever this third person is attractive in this picture. So the photograph that
dude off to the side.
The photograph that Nate has sent, just for the purpose of broadcasting, it's Mark Wahlberg. He must be in a film that you can name, but he has very long, past his shoulders, sort of hair metal.
Rockstar.
It's Mark Wahlberg in Rockstar. It's clearly very on. He's standing next to Jennifer Aniston. He's giving sort of a sassy look to somebody. He's just worse than Matt Damon in every way. Except for raw physical strength, obviously. If they had a fight.
Who's that?
Sacrilege.
Yeah. Who's that guy who looks like Matt Damon but isn't?
Ben Affleck.
And he's in Breaking Bad and he shoots the kid.
What? That's Todd. Yeah.
Yeah, Todd.
He looks like Matt Damon. No, he doesn't.
He's a ginger for starters. So.
Yeah, but he looks like they got the same face.
They don't have the same face.
He does fucking not even close, bro.
Hold on, what's his name?
I don't know. He plays.
I don't know the
actor's
actor's name. Yeah, he plays Todd.
Who calls him Todd?
Jesse. It's all right, look. I just wrote in Matt Damon, Jesse Plemons, and it was the first thing that came up. Was like the fact that you're just gonna have to deal with this image.
Here comes another image. Everybody, strap in, Tools fans. Oh, and it's not even timely. It's not even on time. Oh, I have to download it?
Oh, no.
I'm not downloading this.
I didn't mean to do that.
Okay. He looks a bit like Matt Damon. All right, then. You convinced me. He looks like a trifle like him. But not enough, by the way, that he could, work as a Matt Damon impersonator or anything. You know what I mean? There's no way that he could possibly go to a party as Matt Damon. And
I don't see it at all.
It's just Jesse Plemons next to Matt Damon. Just Google them individually if you don't want to download the picture he sent. It's not a big
No. I looked at it. I just don't see it.
Right,
you
don't
see
it?
I think.
You know what?
I think
Wes is talking me around. Now that I've stopped looking at it and I don't want to acknowledge it anymore, he's right. It doesn't look anything like him at all.
Thank you.
Okay. That's right. Yeah. Okay. I'm actually agreeing with you both now. The more I look at it, they don't look alike at all.
Fucking go, man.
But he will. If I just see him by himself, I'll think he does. I'll think he looks like Matt Damon for sure. If I see him
if you're not looking at Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What's your favorite Matt Damon movie?
Probably Good Will Hunting.
Oh, yeah, that is good.
Dogma's also really good. He's not in that, but
I can say Born Identity. I think is my favorite.
Born Identity. The sound mixing in that is insane. I watched it kind of recently, and it's absolutely. It's like.
Yeah, it's got like the old kung fu sounds in the fight scenes.
It's ridiculous. It sounds so stupid. It ruins the movie because you remember it being this really, really well choreographed. Like
here's your proper. This is like this doppelganger looks like Matt Damon after like a mug photo of getting caught for running over 6 children on a meth bender or something. Looks like
I don't know, some guy. Now that guy looks like Matt Damon. That guy does look a bit like Matt Damon. He looks like Matt Damon got absolutely fucked up by The Big Show or something.
Yeah, his
he
face looks like it's
he looks
like it's been caved in a little bit.
It does. It looks like he's been.
Yeah, what's going on with his nose? Yeah,
absolutely pummeled by somebody just mercilessly. That's it. But he still does look like Matt Damon in that sense.
He does. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that one. This random guy.
Not that we know who that is. And by the way, I never sort of asserted that no one on Earth looks like Matt Damon. I'm sure a lot of people coincidentally look like Matt Damon. What did you just Google people, like, dude who looks like Matt Damon? Is that what you Googled?
I just went Matt Damon lookalikes.
What a pointless thing to Google.
Oh, man. Oh, but yeah, the Born Identity is probably my favorite. Just because it's a good movie overall, but the old kung fu sounds, that actually adds to me. That adds for me. It makes it even better.
No, it sounds like dog shit.
Jason Bourne or John Wick? That's a real question.
John Wick, right?
John Wick.
No.
John Wick.
Jason Bourne is still sort of anchored in a reality of some kind.
No. See, John Wick,
just this invincible man.
John Wick relies a lot on like what he's got on him.
Friends. His
friends. But whereas that Jason Bourne, he thinks on the spot. You know, he uses everything around him. He burns down a building just by putting the newspaper in the toaster. Like, who thinks of that?
Maybe
it kills that dude with a pen. Oh no, he just stabs it into his hand. But still, it's pretty badass.
Okay, well, if they both start with a handgun, John Wick every time. But if they're both naked in an apartment in France, maybe Jason Bourne. Maybe Jason Bourne.
You just smash his head into a toilet a couple of times. Plus, like,
Jason
Bourne's in like his peak. He's at his peak. Or in Bourne Identity, he's at his like peak physical capability.
Yeah.
Whereas John Wick is already like he's old, and he's already like semi-retired, and he's just getting warmed up. So I feel like I reckon it'd be pretty tight, to be honest.
John Wick, like, stop trying to like
elevate,
convert our viewers into
Matt Damon lovers.
I think he'd have a chance.
You should put a poll on our Instagram. And
that will not get any. That will not get any traction. We do not get heat on the Instagram. I don't even want to do here's honesty time. On the late show here on Get On The Tools late show. Get on to the Tools After Dark. We're honest here, and I don't know because we need a web presence of some kind, but I don't know what that should be. I have no idea because the Instagram is like that's just what I'm doing by default because we need to have something for the show. Yeah, I was thinking switch to Twitter.
Yeah,
I
Twitter.
think we should switch to Twitter. But I still wouldn't know what to post. Would you guys post from time to time?
I don't know. I mean, I'll post like feet pics occasionally. That'll get
your feet
going. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got told recently that I have pretty sexy feet, so I'm pretty buzzed about that.
Who told you this? I need to know.
Someone. No, I'm not telling you who. Just someone told me that.
A young woman?
Maybe not.
Was it a young woman that you recently encountered?
No, maybe not. Just
is she related to a friend of ours?
Maybe not.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Type it in the chat if you're willing to reveal who said this.
No, this is a secret that goes.
This is a secret, even from me, even from your best friend,
personal.
Dominic Anderson. Unbelievable.
I could have been like just trying some shoes, and some dude was just like, "Damn, you got some sexy ass feet."
Yeah, but that's not what happened because you would have just said so. That's what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
But
right.
maybe I want to protect this man because, you know.
How long do you think?
How long
do you think that you would be able to work at the shoe store if you were the kind of dude who goes up to people and is just like, "Damn, you got some sexy feet."
Sexy feet.
Probably a day and a half is how long you get to work at the shoe store for.
You probably get a couple black eyes within there.
Well, maybe.
Especially if you go to. Especially if you go up to kids and say that too. That's probably a big no-no.
But who says we're bringing in kids? Kids probably have they're tiny feet. They probably don't like tiny feet. It's probably the bigger feet.
I don't fucking know what you're into, man. You're the one who's...
You're the shoe
story,
store,
dude.
You sick
Jesus
fuck,
Christ.
it's doing this.
Yeah.
It's kind of a shame in a way that you can't do it at the shoe store, because it'd be kind of like that guy following his dream and living his bliss, right? In a way, it's the perfect place for him. But I suppose you don't want to encourage him to touch people's feet unsolicited.
To really get the feel of it, you should take the socks off too. That's a really good indicator whether those shoes are right for you.
The loner socks that he gives people.
Not too fast. Not too fast.
The loner socks that he gives people are just his socks that he puts on later in the back office, and he's like, I guess.
Is that his twiddling his toes just in the socks? Yeah.
There's like a nail like falls off and he just like starts eating it. Yes.
Oh my god.
I don't know if are they into nails, or I think it's just the feet. I feel like it's a soul thing. You know, it's the sole and the toes.
I think. Well,
I don't know if
nails are part of the foot.
But I think it's like you want them to be clean, right? You don't just want to feast on nails. You want the.
Well, it's a power thing, so I guess some people want them to be dirty because it's like more degrading that way, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, exactly right.
True.
You know anything? You sick fuck.
I need to learn more then. If I'm going to get into the biz of it and start posting my feet onto.
We're getting off track. Who's this person?
I'm not saying.
Purely fabricated.
No, he's not saying. He's not going to say. But I did want to circle back. I did want to talk about the encounter that you had recently, because I
don't want to talk about that either.
You don't want to talk about that? I wasn't going to talk about anything specific. Okay. I want to talk about Tinder then, in general. Do you guys... Yeah. I mean, because I've really never had an opportunity to use it. I've sort of been in longer term stuff for a long time. And I wanted to get you guys hot, spicy late night takes on Tinder. Do you like Tinder? Do you think it's a positive thing? I mean, do you like it?
Yes.
You're both on. To first kick off. You're both on it?
I am. Yeah.
I am.
Okay. Yeah. And then, do you like it? I mean, do you think it's a good thing, or is it kind of like a weird necessity, or just like a background thing?
I don't think it's a necessity. I think that it is something that it could be useful depending on where you're at and how good looking you are. I guess it's a big factor, because if you're not good looking, it's very hard to.
Okay.
It is. It actually is. Like
it's hard to sort of express any charm or individuality through the
I've
app.
had it. Yeah, I've had it for probably about. When did I read? I re-downloaded it probably in, I want to say, maybe November. And at that point in time, I've only got 25 matches.
Sure. I mean, what's that as a percentage rate? That seems all
right. I've seen girls who have like thousands of matches, just thousands and thousands, and I feel like it's like and I've seen people online who complain about the fact that from guys, they don't generally get many matches because, it's a very superficial thing, because like if you're not at all like, unless you're like an absolute fucking hunk who's like that, like Mark Wahlberg in this photo, you're not gonna get shit. Or
sure, you'll find a reason to sort of pick someone, because you can find reason to pick people apart when you look at them.
Yeah.
And if you just stare at a picture of them and you know nothing about them, you've never met them, you can't have any sort of personal opinion about them. You can basically just like you decimate anybody that you see.
Yeah, exactly. And I also feel like guys don't know how to take good photos. Like I don't know how to take good photos. And I feel like it's a big part of it. They're probably always just going to be shitty selfies, because we're always too afraid to just ask someone to take a good photo of us.
Sure.
So like
and put time into it and stuff. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wes, what's your takes on Tinder? Did you find much success there, or?
I think he's pretty spot on. I mostly use it for curiosity. See who's on there.
Snooping.
Not snooping.
That'd be a big part of why you don't get a lot of matches, surely, though, because you're just people checking out, like, just browsing, right?
I think especially around here as well, in a sort of a smaller town.
That's terrible. It's dry as fuck.
It's almost like pointless to have it in a small town like this. I deleted the app because I was just like, you sort of go through your Tinder phases, and you're just like, well, I'm better than this, and then you go and get laid, and it's like, oh, okay, I'm not better than this, and then
Okay, so have you scored any dates, Nate? Have you, of the 25 likes, have any of them evolved into?
I've talked to 2.
Date? Only 2. Is that? Do you reach out to all of them, and you've only got responses from 2, or have you only sort of?
I've
dabbled
only
here and
talked.
there.
I've messaged 3, and I've only got a response from 2.
Okay.
So
why
I don't know,
match with people and then not message them?
I find it very hard. It's hard for me to talk to multiple people all at once. It's so I get confused. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right to me. So I like to keep it to like at least maybe 2. 2's fine. Because then it's like 2 people I have to like keep track of. And yeah,
it's a minefield out there. The Tinder minefield. It's a Tinder box. It's a minefield out there. Yeah, trying to keep track of all these different people whose names are displayed at the top of the screen. Buck wild, man.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I get confused, and sometimes I misremember things. So I assume I'm talking to someone, and then I realize I wasn't talking to that person about this thing, sort of thing. It's happened to me before. So yeah.
It really isn't that hard to talk to 2 people.
Exactly, it's not hard. It's not hard to talk to 2 people, but that's what I'm saying.
But once you get into 3 or more,
3 plus 4, that's dicey.
You guys remember Ashley Madison?
Yeah, that was
That was the hot website. That was the one that encouraged you to have an affair, specifically. Married people to have an affair, specifically. And then everyone was shocked when there was this hacker leak. It's like hacker catnip. Everyone was like, what? It's like, what did you expect to happen? What did you think was going to happen when you signed up for this have an affair website? Thought you weren't going to get blackmailed.
How to get extortion.
Exactly.
Wasn't there a celebrity, like an Aussie celebrity that got...
was in I'm pretty sure... Was it Shane Warne? Was it Shane Warne? Well, that name is just popping up.
Could have been Shane Warne. No. Shane Warne, legendary spin bowler. Shane Warne was a bit of a lecher, wasn't he?
I think it was he just liked to fuck, man. He's a legend. Got rest in peace.
R.I.P. Yeah, he went down recently.
No, he didn't need no fucking stupid app. He wasn't desperate. He just went out and got it.
Is it desperate to get an app? Surely it's convenient.
No, I think it's desperate, man. Bit of both.
So, do you think that Tinder is inherently desperate, or can it be used in a non-desperate way, or
used in a non-desperate way? What are you talking about? Sorry, I'm trying to read up on.
Because he brings up that Shane Warne doesn't need, he's not desperate. I'm not saying that. I'm not sort of accusing everyone who's ever used Tinder as being inherently desperate. It's just,
But he still paid for hookers, though. So is that desperate?
So, yeah, he's got you there.
No, man, he's just... he's a party boy, bro. What are you talking about? Part of the image.
Right, part of his image. It's carefully created image that never lets him do
it was. You're laughing, but that's what it was.
I don't think it was part of his image. I think he just didn't give a fuck. Like, I don't think he was like...
Exactly.
I don't think he had...
Which is part of his image. No, there you go.
No, image implies that he has a brand of some kind that he's trying to sustain.
That's like he was trying to make people be like, yeah, I am this, like... sleazy motherfucker who also plays cricket. I'm like,
I don't think he was sleazy.
He definitely was sleazy.
He was sleazy. He was super sleazy.
I think you guys are also forgetting. You guys are also forgetting it was a different time.
Doesn't mean that he wasn't sleazy.
6 years ago.
But
no, but it was like cricket, like there wasn't like phones or anything like that. Like there wasn't like social media or anything like that to stop him. Like that would. What am I trying to say here?
That the fact that nobody had the option for him to record be recorded doesn't mean that he's not sleazy though. He was still a sleaze. Like he was sleazy.
The thing that you seem to be saying is
that's sacrilege. You're an Australian.
Shane Warne never expected to get caught, and therefore it isn't sleazy because he probably wasn't going to get caught. Was your?
Of course he got caught. What do you mean?
Well, exactly. That's because he's.
He just said you just said it before. He said he didn't give a fuck, and I don't know. I think that's a little bit. I guess maybe a little bit sleazy. Don't talk shit about the dead.
He had fucking like threesomes and foursomes with prostitutes all the fucking time. He's definitely sleazy. Is that not a sleazy act?
I don't know, man. No.
Just because
Shane Warne is not
cricket Aussie legend doesn't mean that he can't be sleazy at the same time.
I don't know if that's true, by the way, either.
Cool. It probably
I will also say that I have never heard that. It's very unsubstantiated for me. But he took 708 career Test wickets, so he gets to do whatever he wants in Wes's eyes.
Shane Warne orgy.
Yeah, it happened. It happened once. Yeah, Shane Warne in noisy four-way sex orgy.
Noisy was it? How did he get caught?
Yeah. What a fucking legend!
So that work of legend.
That's right.
Doesn't change the fact that he's still sleazy. It's still legendary, but it also doesn't mean it's not sleazy.
I forgot that he died in Thailand on like a boys like
That's
the fellas trip.
Yeah.
Like,
no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it was ironic because he was on like on a shake diet or something. He was trying to get healthy.
Right, so he's trying to get healthy. Okay, too late. Sure, yeah.
Well, no, he just should have just kept up the party boy lifestyle. He was still alive.
That's true.
No, obviously what it was just like a drastic change in his diet and like
right, yeah,
what he was taking in and stuff, and his body just didn't.
So you can't just go live from off MDMA and meat pies for 6 years and then just go on green smoothies for 3 weeks to get your body just to adjust.
Shane also has a Twitter that is still up. It's followed by Kevin Rudd.
Is it still tweeting?
It is still tweeting. What? It's, September 13th, 2023. It says happy birthday to Shane Warne. And then it's like...
Wait, did you say 2020? That's not still tweeting.
When did he...
September, did you say?
Yeah, September. When did he die? Did he die like a...
He died 13th of September. Must have been right down to the wire.
Really?
Almost a year ago.
Oh, okay. So he died almost a year ago.
Oh no, March 4th, sorry. He was born on September 13th. Yeah, you got me there. 4th of March 2022 is when he went down. R.I.P.
Yeah, okay.
There is a legend that allegedly on a flight from Australia, like a chartered flight from Australia to England, drank 40 cans of beer.
Oh, really?
Damn.
A bit of a Wade Boggs type situation. Should we try
literally,
to beat it?
literally the same thing. Literally the same thing.
Should we try it?
40 what? 40 regular strengths or what?
Yeah, just cans of... Yeah, like back in those days. This was like back in the 80s.
40 is not that many. I mean, if they could have been a smallerish can.
40 is a lot. That's
a
nearly...
lot of beer, bro.
It's
Especially that altitude as well. And that altitude as well.
8 off 2 cartons. That's crazy. Wait,
that's nuts.
Was it? I thought Shane...
But what's the flight time from? Because you couldn't do it direct back then. It would have been like 25, 26 hours.
That's a lot, bro. That's still a lot, though.
You can manage.
Yes.
I feel like you could definitely manage.
If there were light beers...
You could still be smashed, but you could pace it enough to...
You guys are forgetting the altitude, though. Like, you have like 2-3 drinks up there, you're fucking blind.
Really? I've never gotten drunk on an airplane.
Yeah. No, but like a charter flight going... Like, you're high up in the air. This is like... Yeah, it's... The lack of oxygen. You get fucking blood, bro.
They pressurize the cabin. There's oxygen pumped into the cabin. Not out there on the wing.
It's because you're blood's thinner from the pressure or something like that.
That's right. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. The blood's thinner. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we should try and beat Bart. We have to figure out who the name is so we can beat him. But
Dave Boone.
We have to. The gang beats Boone then. The Tool Timers beat Boone. I reckon we could do it. Do we have to be on a plane though? I suppose we have to be in the altitude.
Yeah. There's no way.
Apparently, it's said to have consumed 52 cans of beer.
52.
Yeah.
Regular cans or light beers? They must be in small light beers.
Doesn't say what type of beers it is.
200ml light beers, I bet.
Yeah, light from Sydney to London. They would probably be light beers. I don't think they sell full strength on airplanes, so they probably were light beers.
Yeah, back in those days, they would have been full strength, bro.
They would have been double strength. And
doesn't really matter though. As I'm saying, like, the altitude will fuck you. Like any sort of alcohol that you're putting into your body.
That sounds like you're just making up excuses.
I think we're locked in at this point. Yeah, excuses.
I mean, we could try if you want. I guarantee that we'll all be passed out after like 3 drinks.
3, you reckon? You don't think you could even get to 10 in that time?
Oh, it was
double digits.
52 cans of VB. So there you go.
There you go.
Holy shit. But apparently Hughes, who is it?
Boone. David Boone.
Hughes, perhaps.
Dave
Hughes,
Hughes, here's an impression for you, Dave bloody Hughes. Apparently Booney drank 52 beers.
Nobody knows who that is. Nobody knows who the fuck that is.
He is.
That was a good...
Apparently the account might have been wrong. Can you believe that?
What?
Yeah. Absolute fabrication of the truth, according to Hughes.
Who the fuck are you doing? Are you doing Dave Hughes right now? I do a much better.
You did
Dave
much
Hughes
better,
than
yeah.
you do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah.
And the trick is to do it in short, but you don't want to do Hughesy for a long time.
Now I'm Hughesy too!
Nobody knows who Dave Hughes is. It's not even in the public eye anymore.
Do you warm yourself up Dumbo just give him like a bit of a Husey. I just start off with a Husey.
He says his own name all the time. Whatever.
Bloody hell, Husey, you lost a limb last night. What the?
This is like an audition for a really bad, like, 90s Australian kids cartoon. These are the kind of voices that you'd hear on one of those. What's the cartoon where the guy was like Elvis? He was like young Elvis. And the dude had an magic opal that he could use to win at marbles.
Oh, what show?
You don't remember that?
Yeah. It was called like...
I do. I just
want Kid Elvis or some shit like that?
Yeah, it was literally called Kid Elvis, I think.
Yeah.
Kid Elvis. Let's have a little look. Nope, that's not it. Young Elvis?
Yeah, Young Elvis.
Little Elvis and the Truck Stoppers.
That's it. Little Elvis and the Truck Stoppers.
There it is. Yeah, that's it. Little Elvis and the Truck Stoppers.
And he used to, his...
Two seasons.
It only had 2 seasons. I felt like I watched that show. I felt like I watched that show hundreds of times. Yep. And he used to have this fat dude in this yellow suit, and he has a magic opal on his ring that he could use to magically win at marbles. And he just conned children out of marbles constantly. Nobody stood up to him or did anything.
Like, come on, little Elvis, let's get that marbles back.
That's pretty good. My memory of what the like. What these like friends sounded like in Little Elvis.
That's what I think any Australian cartoon sounds like.
You've actually got that's pretty good. Anyone in an Australian cartoon, but
bloody hell, Little Elvis, Husey's here.
Look at who's in our small town. It's Australian celebrity David Hughes.
It's bloody Dave Husey.
Well, let's bring back
doing Little Elvis.
Let's bring back Little Elvis then for another season. I think we can get 3 out of it. The animation looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think it held up. What was the one with the rats and there was like puppets and it was like a band? They had like a they had like a punk band.
The Ferals?
The Ferals, yeah, something like that. Yeah,
it's called the Ferals. I hated that. That still gives me nightmares. The slutty cat, like the fucking trash crack whore cat, that still upsets me. Right. Truly upsetting. Rattus and the gang. Ugh.
I remember there was a whole episode about them committing fraud by printing their own money.
Counterfeiting, hell yeah. I don't remember any of the plots. I just remember being upset and disturbed constantly. Just,
hey, Rattus, what are you doing? Oh, yeah.
Speaking of fucked up shows that they used to put on, what about Grizzly Tales for Gruesome Kids?
Oh, that was a guy who used to like that shit. The moral of the story would always be like, don't shove wasps into your sister's pussy. Or you'll get fucked. It's like always like stupidly specific. It was always really fucking dumb.
Follow Husey into a dark alley.
That's just good advice. Yeah. No, okay. Well, I think we need to we need to wrap up soon, but we need to talk briefly about the king of Australian TV shows, which I can't remember the name of, but it was something blue. Oh, do you remember the one that was about surfing?
Blue Water High.
Blue Water High.
I swear we've talked about this show. Show.
That has got to be the first beat off for like millions of young Australian men.
I was into Blue Water High. I loved me some Blue Water High.
You really?
Yeah, I was into it too. Yeah.
I used to watch it, and I have no idea why. I don't remember enjoying it. I just remember... Honestly, I think it was because it was about the time that I was becoming interested in women, so I didn't know why I was enjoying these.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
why I was enjoying watching this. I was like, why do I want to watch this every time? It's
there's like a real sexy brunette on there. Yeah.
I think they're children, but at the time,
they're probably adults. They're probably like in the 18, 19s.
Probably, yeah, they probably were 18.
And then they're like they're fucking. The guy, he looks like Shannon Noel was their fucking teacher.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Another legend.
Well, like his original that character's original plotline that he was like the worst surfer and he wasn't going to have a career in surfing and he like wasn't going to go anywhere because he like he just didn't have it and that's fine and he was sort of that was his destiny. But then he was one of the most popular characters, so they just had to keep making him much better at surfing. Just like out of nowhere, just had to be like, I worked hard and now I'm the second best surfer in the surfing school.
There was another show that was kind of like where it was a bunch of teenagers in space, and it was
what the fuck?
It wasn't on ABC though. It was on like Prime, just at like 11:30 on the Saturday after like all the good cartoons played, and then they had like these weird Australian sort of teen dramas play.
Yeah,
and it was like,
I think I know what you're talking about. Hang on.
I have no idea.
It was like a bunch of kids. They were in space on a spaceship, and it was the most boring show because they didn't have the budget to do anything cool. So it was just like relationship dramas, but they were so surface level that it was just so fucking boring.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like Star Trek, like bottle episodes where it's like on the ship.
Yeah, but the entire series was just that.
Every episode, yeah.
Because they didn't have the budget to do anything.
I don't remember this at all.
I'm
Honestly,
trying to think
at all.
Australian space.
Silver Sun?
Yeah, that's it. Silver Sun.
Silver Sun, I don't remember this. Parallax, I remember, where they'll go to Ultimate.
Parallax is crazy.
That was a confusing show.
I don't remember Parallax.
You don't remember the conceit of Parallax, right? Was that there was these alternate dimensions. You could go through these gates and go to alternate dimensions, right?
Yeah.
So there were different versions of the same actors playing like different versions of characters. So there'd be like an evil version of someone or whatever. But because of the nature of television at the time, you wouldn't catch every episode. So you'd sort of come in halfway through a season, completely confused about who was who and what the fuck was going on and why these two people are fighting when they're usually friends. And he's like, oh, that turns out that was the evil version of one of the people. Even though they make them like visually distinct, they still do stuff where they put on each other's clothes and they don't know each other. And sometimes they're like unsure about meeting a new version because like maybe it's an evil version who's pretending to be good or whatever. And it was just not a well thought out television program to air for children.
It was pretty funny, like watching that because I thought that was probably the coolest show that we had, and that was like
really.
But that's like how that's the level of quality that we had for Australian TV.
It was like Power Rangers, but one step up and then 10 to the side. It was like it was a wild nebulous show.
Jeopardy was another big one I was really into.
Yeah, Jeopardy. I was just looking at it.
Do you
remember?
I don't know what you're talking about. Jeopardy, the game
it's about
show.
The Scottish kids lost in the Australian bush.
I remember that. And they'd constantly just have like armed thugs running after. You know what I mean? Just these dudes in black trucks trying to kidnap them, and I never could figure out why.
Because they were trying to find aliens. That was the whole point of the journey, was that they were trying to find aliens. Yeah. And like every single time they'd have like, oh my god, there's a light coming. It was always someone with a fucking torch. Like they did that so many times. They ended the episode on a cliffhanger, and then you'd be like so pumped because you're like, oh my god, we finally get to see the aliens. And there's just another dude with a fucking
Scottish
torch.
fuck with a torch. Okay, well, I think that's going to have to do is I don't want to run too much over time because I don't want to. Because
just a quick like honorable mention was Round the Twist.
That was just good TV.
Super honorable.
Nah, that was whack. That was whack.
But
Round the Twist was like good production though. It actually had a good like character writing.
Was it though?
Yeah, it was for the time, for like the 90s. Yes. It was pretty damn solid, and it was also based on actual authors.
Like 6 seasons, didn't they?
Yeah, it had heaps of seasons.
It was based on the Viking Book of Love.
I can't remember his name. Paul Jennings or something like that.
Just like one thing that sort of traumatized me is like when one of the kids had to give birth to like a blue baby out of his mouth.
Oh yeah,
I remember that was just like,
mouth.
This is what is going on.
Yeah,
man?
what about when he
at the end of his dick
gets
hole.
the tree pregnant, or the tree gets him pregnant as well?
Yeah.
What a crazy good show.
There was some good shit. When a guy turns into a bird at one point. It ran for 11 years.
Damn. See, it was good.
Wow, that's
That's a good way to get some. Yeah, that's good work. Okay, thank you very much, everybody, for getting on the tools with Dom Anderson, Nate Shepherd, Wesley Durst, and Dave Hughes here, special guest Dave Hughes, who popped in very intermittently on this one. Thank you very much for staying up late.
Don't leave me, guys.
We've all. Yes, thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week for more Get on the Tools.
Adios.
Have you ever felt like this? Have strange things happen? Are you going round a twist? Have you ever felt like this? Have strange things happen? Are you going round a twist? Well, have you heard the word about the bird and the spider? It wiggled and wriggled and jiggled. inside a wood.